Hey everybody, it's your favorite Mr. Wilkerson here. Again, Miss Mumford isn't here with us, but she definitely did help out with this. So yeah, we made a little slideshow for you guys. Let me get it going here. Sorry, I'm a little slow at this still, but we're going over uh, defensive strategy, and this is our second part of this. I just hope you guys are having a good week. Sorry, haven't said that yet. I hope you guys had a good week so far. I know I had a pretty good week. But we're going to start off with a quick little warm up here. Our warm up is about something that's very important, which is dental hygiene. Dental hygiene is a lifelong skill, and I think you guys should pay attention to this and try to remember some of these things while you're watching the video, because some of the things you might be doing already and some of the things you might not, and you need to pick up on those. But we'll talk about it after. So I hope you guys enjoy this.
Parents have to help babies brush their teeth. Two teeth that touch, and they and sweets. If you're today by logging in at
Okay, everybody. Um,
www.mykidsdentist.
I hope that did enough for you. Sorry, getting into the next one. So we're gonna get moving into this in a second, but I'm gonna talk about a couple of things that I noticed from that video, and I hope you guys were able to too. So you want to make sure you're brushing every tooth in your mouth, all the ones in the back. I know it can be challenging at times, but those are important to remember as well. Um, Floss every night is one of the things that they talked about, and they talked about using the string floss. And trust me, I know that's hard. when I first started flossing, I used to only use like the little floss picks, and those are great if you aren't that good with the string. Also, eating better, and honestly, eating better is just a life choice that is really good for everything. It makes you healthier, makes you have better breath, has better dental hygiene, and that's what this week was about, was dental hygiene. So just remember that, and also remember to brush your gums. Um, it's just one of the points they made in the video. And try to keep it about 2 minutes per time you brush your teeth, just because that's like the standard. But we're gonna get moving on. This week we're talking about breaking up passes. Um, as you can see on the top left, that's what it says. But there are many ways you can do that on defense. There's many reasons you want to do that, and there's many outcomes that can happen from doing so. So we're gonna move on to the next slide. But in the bottom, you might be able to see somebody you recognize. Maybe two people, I'm not quite sure, but I think that's Des Bryant and maybe Josh Norman. I'm not 100% sure on the Redskins player. But why break up a pass? So breaking up a pass is important on defense. It stops the offense from moving the ball down the field quickly. And one thing about defense is you do want to be off the field quick, but you don't want the other team to score quick. So stopping the offense from getting the ball down the field quickly is a good thing. The defense also has the option just to bat the ball down. Um, when the pass is in the air. So you don't have to catch it. You don't have to do anything like that. You just have to make sure that the offense doesn't catch it. So you can bat the ball down. You could also go for an interception, which is a huge play. Interceptions are basically when a defender catches the ball. And when this happens, it's a huge momentum swinger in a game because instead of the offense having the ball, now the defense does. And it gives the defense or the team that was on defense another chance to score. So it's just giving your team more opportunity to score the ball. So if you have more chances, there's more times you're likely to score. Basically, it's what happens. But we're gonna move on to the next slide here for y'all. We're gonna be watching this quick little video um, about breaking up the pass, and it's just I think it's about a 2 minute video. We're gonna I'm gonna give you guys a couple of things that you can look for when you're trying to break up a pass, but we're gonna make sure you guys catch a little bit more from this guy who's gonna explain it as well for me a little bit better. But some things you can watch that I'm gonna tell you are watching the quarterback. Seeing when they release the ball is important, just so you know when the ball's in the air and when you should be looking for the ball. Tracking the ball and where it's going. So you want to know where the ball's going, and you want to be able to make a good angle on the ball. And then you want to have wide hands. So if you have wide hands, you can catch the ball. As I said, if you have big hands, it's easier to catch the ball. So I mean, if you make your hands wide and big as they can, first off, it makes it harder for the offensive player to see the ball. So it might be a drop ball, which is another great thing. But I'm gonna let this video take over. It's about a minute, maybe two, I believe. So make sure you guys are paying attention to it, and we're gonna talk about it after this video.
Hi, this is Sean.
All right, guys, that was a short little clip it right there. We're gonna move on to the next slide, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of what he said. Um, so this video made a couple good points that we didn't talk about, and I'm gonna give you guys about a minute, not even a minute, like 20, 30 seconds to think about the 2 points that we did not discuss that he says in the video. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds to do that before I switch to the next slide, which I'll tell you what he said. About 20 seconds. So I'm gonna close my camera off just so it's not as awkward. All right, so I'm back. I hope you guys were able to come up with those 2 things that he talked about in the video that I did not discuss earlier. But if you didn't, they're gonna be right here on this next slide for us, which is if we meet the ball at the highest point, um, and if you and pass interference, you'd be correct if you guessed those 2 things. Sorry, that was a little weird to read. Meeting the ball at the highest point. So that was a really good point he made that we did not discuss. And the reason that's a great point is because if you get to the ball at the highest point, it allows you to have the most chance of coming down with the ball and making a big play. I mean, what else can be said about that? I mean, whoever gets higher is more likely to come down with the ball. But if you both meet the ball at the highest point, it's a good play. And as he said, the better player comes down with it. And then one more thing he talked about was pass interference. So you don't want to have a pass interference. This is a really big rule, and it's a really killer play. So some quarterbacks are really good at noticing when this is called, and they'll just throw a Hail Mary pass up, which is a pass basically that goes for a touchdown only. Because if they see a pass interference happening and they know they're gonna get a flag, they'll get the ball wherever the foul happened, and that's an automatic first down. Aaron Rodgers is really good at this. You guys ever watch him, you'll see him do it probably once a game, almost honestly. He'll just throw the ball because he knows even if the defense intercepts it or beats it down, bats it down, um, no matter what happens, that his team will either get a first down from the flag, or if the offense catches it, the ball, and they get more yards out of the play from the catch, they get it wherever that catch lands. So pretty much no matter what, it's a huge play for the offense. It's a very killer play for the defense. A lot of times it happens on third down. It seems like when you're just about to get off the field, so it really hurts the defense. But yeah, he made some great points in that video, and we're gonna get going on to the next slide, which is a little time out for you guys. Um, from just thinking about football. I know it can be a little tiresome sitting down the whole time just watching videos and doing stuff. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick minute. This video is only a minute, and it allows you to dance, do whatever you want. You can get up and just move your arms, shake out a little bit, run around the room, whatever you gotta do, just to get a little bit of your movements out. Because I know it can be a little tiresome sitting here. So I'm gonna get that playing for you guys. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I hope you guys were able to move a little bit. Gave me a little bit of time to stretch, which I needed sitting down all day. But we're gonna move into the next category. Oh, I hit the video again. All right, so we're gonna be talking about the 4-3. Actually, sorry, I think I skipped a slide. No, I did not. Okay, yes, we're gonna be talking about the 4-3. I need you guys to pay attention to this topic because this is our main topic for the day. I don't know if you guys can see that picture too well. I don't know how it looks on your screen right now. It's a little blurry on mine. But you can see the offense and the defense, and you can notice a couple things about the 4-3. Um, and you can see all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players. Just like we learned last week, there's 11 defensive players, 11 offensive players as well. Um, so we're going to be learning about this defense, particularly that you can see on that picture. But this is one of the staples of the game. It's probably the most common defense in football, the defensive formation. There's way so many complex thoughts that can come through this defense. You can run man, you can run zone, but we're going to talk about this defense a little bit. Hopefully, not too complex for you all today, but a little bit about it. So we're going into the next slide. So last week, as I said, we showed you all the positions of the defense and what their jobs were. So we talked about like the defensive ends containing the outside, and the defensive tackle was pretty much making all the big plays on the inside, and the safeties having the last resort. Um, but this week we're going to show you how a defensive strategy and how it works, which, as I said, this week is a 4-3. Um, the 4-3 is a defense with four defensive linemen and three linebackers. I'm not the best dude at math, but that's why I'm a gym teacher or a phys ed teacher. Sorry about that. But that's seven if I could do that correctly. um, and as we know, and as I said just a minute ago, there's 11 players on the field at a time for each team. So this means we have four defensive backs remaining. So we have two corners and two safeties. So that's four, which makes up our 11. Um, which, if I can figure it out and I can go back, we can see that here. We can see the four defensive linemen as these squares, our three linebackers, and our 1, 2, 3, 4 defensive backs. Um, but as I said, this defense is a really good strategy, and it's simple defense. And in the next slide, there's gonna be a video for you all to watch. I want you guys to make sure you're ready for this video and we're prepared. So can we please try to find a paper or a pencil or maybe something you can jot down some notes. Maybe you have an iPad or a phone next to you. You can write it on however you guys do things nowadays. But have a pencil, take some notes. It might come in handy later. I can't tell you, but that's a little hint, most likely. So I'm gonna get this video going for you guys. We're only gonna watch it from the time mark of 2:50 and 5:30. Hopefully, I can figure out how to do that on here for you. We might. So I figured it out. Sweet. So 2:50, and I'm gonna come back. So enjoy this video, guys. Let me turn my camera off before I get it started.
The free safety must have the ability side, and then we have the mic. You have so much responsibility. Questions, anything that you want to point out or add?
All
Thank you
right.
for tuning in to the Low Nation Film Session as we take a deeper look at the
If I can move it. Okay, there we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little video. I enjoyed that music in the background. So ESPN classic. But what did we learn? So did you guys hear what he said about the safety? We already touched on it last week, but he touched on it again this week. Um, what other defense was shown? He showed two defenses in there. I don't know if you guys noticed the other one. He did it for only a quick second. Um, and what does the name 3-4 come from? It's supposed to be 4-3. Sorry about that. That's a typo. I just noticed that right now here, but it's okay. What does 4-3 come from? So what is the 4 and what does the 3 mean? Um, and do you guys have any guesses on why this defense is so effective, or maybe what you guys think about this defense? It doesn't have to be why it works, but just a question for you guys to think about. We're going to the next slide. So I'm gonna have you guys get moving a little bit because I know we've been sitting down a lot. So I have another little activity for us to get active. I like doing these when I was in, I think, a senior or maybe a junior in high school. My teacher used to always do these for us, and I used to love them. When we were sitting in class all day, she would play these for us. So I found one up and I did it for you all. So I'm gonna play this, and you guys can do it. It's pretty easy to follow along.
Stop everything. It's time.
Sorry, I was struggling to unmute myself and get that little bar to drop down. I hope you guys were able to enjoy those. I really do enjoy those. I used to love those in high school for real. Um, just something simple to get you moving. But oh, I clicked it
Hold up,
again.
stop.
Um, so we're closing out today. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. I know, again, it wasn't the most active thing we had you guys doing, but again, I tried to add a little bit in there for you. I hope you guys didn't mind those two activities I had, or it might have been three. Those three or two activities I had for you guys. Um, but I have three questions for you guys right here. Um, and they're gonna be in that link down below. So I'm gonna need you guys to click that for me after we finish this out. I'll show you what it looks like and kind of what we expect to. But what positions do you think you would be good at and why? Um, so just talk about like maybe for me, I'll be a really good safety or cornerback as I played when I was, excuse me, in high school. Why do I think I'd be good at that? I'm pretty fast and kind of athletic, and I'm pretty tall, so I can jump up with some people and I can run downfield if I need to. Um, what defenses do you see? So in our assignment, we're going to have you guys watching a game of football this weekend. It could be any game. Maybe you like the Ravens. Maybe you like the 49ers, whoever you like. Just try to watch a little bit of the game. You don't have to watch the full game. Just give us a little bit of feedback on what you see on the field. Maybe you see the 4-3 defense. You can write about it if they did good doing it or if they didn't. Um, and then how do you stop a catch from happening? So what are the cues of stopping a catch? You don't have to really write the cues, but we kind of want to hear um, a couple of the ways that you can stop a catch that we talked about in class today because we gave you guys many. Um, but as I said, we're going to click this link if I can get it to pop up. Um, yeah, there we go. So while watching a football game this weekend, what defenses are you seeing on the field, and do they look effective? I'm explaining. So maybe you don't see a 4-3. Maybe you see straight man, two man defense. Um, but sorry, I got put a space. But it didn't work well. I'm not putting. Oh, I guess I will. Don't want to show a bad example. Didn't work well. The defense was scored on. That's really all we want to see. We just want to see what you see on the field, um, if it worked or if it didn't. And it didn't work well, is what I said, and the defense was scored on. That's why it didn't work well. It's a pretty good answer, pretty simple. Um, what position would you be best at? I said corner. Um, tall and fast. Pretty much that's all you got to do. I could run with wide receivers is what WR stands for. And then what are some ways to help stop the catch? So highest point, um, read the QB. So make sure you watch the QB, and then big hands so you can stop the pass. That's really all we expect. I'm just gonna hit submit because it doesn't really matter. But let me get back to our slideshow. So that's pretty much all we have for you all this week. As I said, it's not the most, but it's not too little. Hopefully, I hope we have enough content here for you guys. But yeah, that's what we have, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this week. Next week we have something different planned for you guys. So this is a wrapping up of our defensive strategies. Um, Miss Milford told me that you guys have been pretty well. She wants me to tell you that you guys are doing pretty good, and she hopes to maybe one day make it out to one of our meetings. But until then, I guess I'll be here for you guys, and I'll deliver the content that me and her come up with for you all. So I hope you guys have a great day and are able to watch some football this weekend. See you.